CBD, short for cannabidiol, is a non-psychoactive compound in cannabis responsible for many of cannabis's medical benefits. On the other hand, THC, short for tetrahydrocannabinol, is the psychoactive compound in marijuana that causes the high associated with cannabis use. They are two completely separate cannabinoids, which are a class of chemical compounds that interact with special receptors in our body called cannabinoid receptors.
I, Dr. Umadana Balan, does not contribute to the opioid epidemic. I have not written an opioid prescription in over 8 years. I have seen several thousands of patients, and I make the statement, cannabis is not an entrance drug, it's an exit drug from pharmaceuticals and narcotics. I knew nothing about a system known as the endocannabinoid system in all my years of education.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta, an American neurosurgeon and CNN's chief medical correspondent, changed his stance on the prohibition of cannabis while investigating its powerful therapeutic properties and witnessing CBD successfully treat Americans. He shocked mainstream America, saying, "We have been terribly and systematically misled for nearly 70 years in the United States, and I apologize for my role in that."
Endocannabinoid system. In all my years of education, I had never learned about it, and to this day, only 15% of the medical schools even teach it. I say that system is life.
Chemical compounds in the plant that interact with the cells in our bodies and have certain reactions.
The different ways that cannabis and cannabinoids seem to suppress cancer is quite impressive.
Finding relief, and it's through a legal alternative to opioids and medical marijuana.
People suffering from chronic pain are finding relief in a bottle, and it's not alcohol. In a Fox 13 News investigation, Valerie Calhoun takes a look at this new treatment a growing number of people are calling a miracle drug.
It's an oil, cannabis or CBD oil, and it's legal in every state. In fact, the state of Tennessee actually licenses hemp farms and processors. You may have seen the ads touting this oil for relief from chronic pain. I have to admit, I was surprised at what I found when I took a closer look.
Boy, in the film, we followed him this whole time. AJ, he's 16 years old. He was sent home to die with 20 tumors in his lungs. 3 months later on cannabis oil, there was no sign of disease. You know, it's amazing. It's really, it's so important. It's so important that we understand that this medicine has been sort of taken away from us.
Two facts that I do want everybody to remember. Nobody has overdosed from cannabis. Two, it was prescribed by doctors in the United States of America from 1850 to 1942. Today, I do not get to do that. I can write a recommendation. Number three, the U.S. government has a patent number 6630507, which was issued October 7, 2003, and this has been for all cannabinoids, not just one, but all cannabinoids as an antioxidant and neuroprotectant.
Just say, for example, that they just found this in the Amazon.
Right.
It would be treated totally different. It would be the miracle drug. This is amazing. It would be treated so differently. And I think a lot of it is to do with the drug companies.
Money.
Because the drug companies don't want it because it will destroy their profits.
There's enough research for me to know, one, it happens to be a very safe medication, and two, it works.
Oh my God, that's what a cyst used to be. It's working.
Patients are improving their quality of life, and I can go to bed, and I know I'm giving them a safe medicine and an option. And I say cannabis is not for everybody, but I do believe it should be a first-line option, not the last.
Some veterans are turning to hemp products like CBD oil to treat chronic pain and PTSD. Nancy Cordes spoke to a group of veterans lobbying Congress to push the Department of Veterans Affairs to study hemp and its potential benefits.
Dr. Nora Volkov testified before the Senate saying that CBD appears to be a safe drug with no addictive effects, and the preliminary data suggests that it may have therapeutic value for a number of medical conditions. Research has shown that CBD can influence many conditions and bodily functions, including inflammation, neuropathic pain, autoimmune disease, energy regulation, metabolism, reproductive function, appetite, depression, anxiety, and even cancer. But how can one cannabinoid affect so many bodily processes without causing adverse side effects? The answer lies in our biochemistry, the natural intelligence of the body. We have naturally occurring cannabinoid receptors all over our body that interact with CBD. We have these receptors because our body is constantly making its own cannabinoids. These receptors and cannabinoids make up most of our endocannabinoid system, or ECS. Our ECS is always in action, and if functioning properly, is a major factor in keeping us healthy.
Dr. Robert Burns is a gerontologist in Memphis. He researched these oils. He says they have a viable biologic basis for working.
For people who have pain, either neuropathic pain, they've got a disc that's bad, or they've got bad arthritis, it does seem to help.
I was totally desperate. Sherry Henson went to a series of doctors for nearly 2 years to find relief from nerve pain.
Nothing was working, and I didn't like taking the muscle relaxers and the opioids. I didn't like the way it made me feel. I was worried I was going to get addicted.
She saw Karen Smith's Facebook post about her experience and decided she had nothing to lose. A few weeks later,
overall, I'm pretty much pain-free.